They are using the same playbook against Jasmine Crockett that they were using against Kamala Harris. I hope people see that. When leaders like her rise up, specifically leaders that come from our community, the first thing that these people do is try to drive a wedge between us and that individual. And the way they do that is by undoubtedly turning up the racism, but in a creative way. They try to shame these leaders for appealing too much to Black America. They were on Laura Ingram's show calling her Medea, saying that all of a sudden now she's trying to be street and hood and appeal. That is what they do to leaders that look like us. For one, it turns them off to their voting base, right? They know their voting base doesn't want to hear any of what they call the ghetto urban stuff. And two, it puts Black people on the defensive. It makes some of us feel like maybe we don't want to support that because we don't want to see that stereotype being perpetuated. But a lot of times, that is because we don't do any research on the individual. I've seen some people on this app from our community saying the exact same things about Jasmine Crockett that is being said on Fox News. And y'all think y'all are making a point. Y'all think y'all are really making a point about that woman to try and diminish the type of light that she has been in this very dark time. But if you don't see this by now, all you're doing is getting in the way. All you're doing is taking one of the few heroes that we have and tearing them down from the inside. It is our job to uplift the people who are actually standing up and being a voice for us in a time where we don't have many voices, especially in Washington, D.C. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. The perfect politician does not exist, okay? None of these people are going to meet every standard that you set for them in your hearts and in your minds. They're all gonna fall short in some way because they are people, and people are not perfect. But for some reason, we need them to be. And I think that is absolute BS. Because on the other side, in the Republican circles, on the right, they don't give two shits about who these people are. They don't give two shits about what they represent as long as they are willing to push their agenda. And while the agenda is all over the place, the party moves in unison. And that is why they are able to put forth a clear message and secure votes over and over again. But we spend so much time looking for the perfect representation for our community. That is not good. We need to stand behind the people who are standing up for us. Because when we don't support them, they are alone. And when they are alone, they are vulnerable. That woman needs us, okay? She is doing something that is very, very dangerous. She needs us to have her back. If you don't agree with how she communicates or her politics or her personality, that is fine, okay? Totally fine. But trying to tear down her character, especially from us, from our community, it's not going to serve anybody. It is not going to help us in this time.